The major announcement of Ripple's partnership with DBS Bank and Franklin Templeton was made only 6 days ago. This was a major step forward because it established repo markets that would be fueled by stablecoins and tokenized collateral. We discussed this. It was taken care of. It was massive. Nevertheless, observe the final phrase. The chain is gaining institutional traction. 6 days prior. Give some thought to why that matters. 6 days prior. The reason behind this is that we were recently witness to Ripple revealing something absolutely shocking. Yes, I understand. Something we have been thinking about and discussing for a while just came to fruition. Explain it to me. Give me the rundown. This announcement is what it is. It's brand new, just printed. What is the key to releasing institutional assets real-time liquidity? If you use RLUSD, holders of BlackRock's Build and VanEck's V-Bill can now instantaneously exchange their shares for RLUSD thanks to our new cooperation with Securitize. This way, they can preserve their exposure to on-chain yield and other DeFi features. To increase the ecosystem's reach and usefulness, Securitize is also connecting to the XRP ledger. In this way, we are laying the groundwork for a future that is on-chain, compliant, and efficient. This is a truly astounding assertion. For the simple reason that Securitize has enjoyed the support of industry heavyweights like BlackRock and Morgan Stanley for quite some time. And this is something about which we have long conjectured. Just how crucial is this? First of all, tokenization platforms are major players in the industry, with over 399,000 holders and $17 billion in assets. They will also play a pivotal role in the influx of billions of dollars into tokenization in the years to come. With $3 billion linked to them, Securitize is currently the leading platform in this market. Apollo, BlackRock, VanEck, and Hamilton Lane are among these funds. Quite a few major players are involved. Without a doubt, BlackRock is our primary emphasis. Nearly everyone is familiar with the name BlackRock. Now we can see that BlackRock is one of the names associated with Securitize. A total of $12.5 trillion will be managed by their new asset center in 2025, as they recently announced. It was quite clear to you. $12.5 trillion. However, how does Morgan Stanley fare? Their current asset value is $1.67 trillion, adding $947.7 billion, almost $1 trillion. On top of this, we have Hamilton Lane. Even if they aren't the biggest names in the room, Apollo and VanEck are nonetheless quite wealthy. Apollo has $840 billion, and VanEck has around $102 billion. Due to the incredible on-chain movement of these assets, we are only scraping the surface of a total of $15 trillion. Who can tell us? Simply put, these businesses have all expressed their belief that tokenization is the wave of the future and their complete backing of the concept. However, Securitize is merely another huge name for Ripples to include in its portfolio. Securitize has been on our radar for quite some time. Securitize is something we have discussed extensively. The primary rationale behind this is that we have been investigating potential links between Ripple and Securitize. Today, it was proven. In case you were wondering, this is their board of directors. Beginning with the RIP, we have BlackRock's managing director. Along with these names, we also have a few others. Presented here is Morgan Stanley. Once again, the board of directors isn't completely bonkers, but how about the advisory board? View their board of advisors at this link. Google, JP Morgan, Barclays, and the SEC are on the left. In addition, we have Prudential Securities, the World Economic Forum, and the New York Commodities Exchange. Take a look at it, would you? On the opposite side, we have James Wallace, a representative from Ripple. In addition to James Wallace, we do, in fact, have IBM 74. We had previously conjectured about a potential announcement between Securitize and Ripple because James Wallace has consistently been present here. Also, I know that name, B, BVA sounds familiar because it was only a week ago, wasn't it? At the latest, 2 weeks ago? Probably wasn't even 2 weeks ago. Additionally, Ripple revealed a collaboration with BBVA. It is taking place. The momentum within the institution is now formally occurring. However, the most bizarre aspect of this is the extremely stacked nature of the list. The answer is yes. Ripple has always been one of Securitize's investors. During our conversation, James Wallace brought up Ripple, and we couldn't help but ask why Securitize and Ripple hadn't made an announcement sooner. At last, it has clicked. It bears repeating that many of the prominent names on this list were formal partners of Ripple, including SBI, before, maybe 2020 or 2021, MUFG, Nomura, etc. Therefore, the news of a partnership between Securitize and Ripple was very rational. We have a handful of posts that address this. Securitize has also announced it, which is number 1. You can find the official announcement here. All of this is thrilling. Indeed, RLUSD is Ripple's completely reserved stablecoin that is backed by short-term treasuries issued under a trust charter from the New York Department of Financial Services and USD deposits. Being designed specifically for usage by institutions and being easily composited, RLUSD has a circulation of 740 million or more. The Securitize platform allows eligible fundholders to convert BILD to RLUSD and VBUILD to RLUSD. For $1 parity, rapid on-chain regulation, and no off-ramps needed, every exchange is confirmed by Redstone DeFi oracles. By integrating with Securitize's regulated tokenization infrastructure, BILD and VBILD get enhanced functionality and settlement paths, intraday transferability, easier treasury management, and native composability through DeFi and CeFi. The addition of RLUSD to Securitize's platform is a first. Expanding access and introducing additional assets to the XRP ledger ecosystem, Securitize is also integrating with the platform. Now, regulated assets with yield can move as quickly and as flexible as stablecoins. Tokenized assets liquidity may now be automated thanks to our partnership with Ripple and the integration of RLUSD into our tokenization infrastructure. Instant, round-the-clock, on-chain tokenized treasuries like RLUSD, BUILD, and VBUILD are rapidly becoming an integral aspect of the crypto market architecture. Behold, this is truly remarkable. Tokenization is something we've been discussing for a while. Also, we've been discussing how tokenized asset volume is beginning to explode on the XRP ledger. We have recently crossed $356 million. I have a hunch this is going to start climbing sharply soon. Regarding RLUSD, it has been absolutely remarkable to observe the expansion of RLUSD over the past couple of months. To put it in perspective, we had only approximately $77 million linked to RLUSD at the beginning of the year. Since the new year, we have virtually multiplied that value on-chain by 10. It is quite remarkable to observe. We also have the announcements. Brad Garlinghouse is really enthusiastic about this when we review a few of his comments. The RLUSD and XRP ledger will follow shortly after. This will function similarly to a pair since they can use Securitize to redeem shares for RLUSD and Ethereum at any time, day, or night. A game changer is on the horizon with the addition of RLUSD and XRP ledger. Last week, we announced that DBS and Franklin Templeton would be using RLUSD as an exchange mechanism for tokenized assets in lending and trading. Monica Long adds that this is a liquid, stable, and compliant solution. A new exit for tokenized funds from BlackRock and VanEck was added to Securitize this week with the addition of RLUSD. Finally, we have Jack McDonald. In a positive development for Ripple's third quarter, the cooperation with Securitize has made RLUSD an important stablecoin exit for tokenized fund holders of BlackRock's Build and VanEck's V-Build. While Securitize is already planning to interface with Ethereum, they are also looking to integrate with the XRP ledger. Seeing this makes us happy. We do, in fact, have Ripple's official breakdown. The announcement is this. We do, however, have the preliminary dissection here. For the tokenized short-term treasury funds Build and V-Build, the smart contract adds an extra stablecoin off-ramp. Here we have the first tokenized funds created on public blockchains by BlackRock and VanEck, respectively, which are USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund Build and Treasury Fund V-Build. This smart contract enables more robust on-chain transfers and allows Build and V-Build holders to easily trade their shares for RLUSD 24/7. Tokenized assets are becoming more useful, flexible, and interoperable as investors acquire ongoing exposure to RLUSD while maintaining exposure to on-chain yield and a wider variety of DEFI methods. With V-Build support coming in the next days, RLUSD for Build is now accessible. As we move on with our plans to connect traditional finance with cryptocurrency, it is only logical to make RLUSD an option for tokenized funds to exchange. Indeed, they are currently merging at an incredible rate. That's why major announcements are coming from institutional investors like DBS Bank, Franklin Templeton, and now Securitize. This puts RLUSD and XRP in the crosshairs of major financial institutions like BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, VanEck, Apollo, and Hamilton Lane. Partners with reputable platforms, like as Securitize, are essential to unlocking additional liquidity and enterprise-grade use cases for RLUSD, which is designed for institutional use and provides regulatory clarity, stability, and practical value as adoption increases. The three pillars of RLUSD, trust, utility, and transparency, form the basis of this enterprise-grade stablecoin. RLUSD is built to fulfill the highest standards established by regulators and institutional users alike, with its high-quality liquid assets, stringent reserve management, asset segregation, third-party attestations, and transparent redemption rights. The strict regulation of RLUSD is further demonstrated by its issuance under a trust company charter issued by the New York Department of Financial Services. Launched in late 2024, RLUSD has been used by liquidity pools and DEFI platforms alike. Its market worth is over $700 million. It's linked with Ripple's cross-border payment solution, and it allows for easy entry and exit from the cryptocurrency ecosystem. At this precise moment, practically every domino is falling in its proper spot. I wouldn't want to be the one to let you all in on the secret that we've been witnessing some major developments and then fail to share them with you. Some of the most significant news concerning XRP have been happening recently, guys. Looking at the press center, which displays all of the press releases, we can quickly review the events surrounding Ripple that occurred in September. The notice from Securitize is here. An announcement involving Franklin Templeton and DBS is presented here. You may find the BBVA announcement here. We can see RLUSD's expansion into Africa here. Moreover, Ripple and SBI want to distribute RLUSD in Japan before that, in August. Quite large. Additionally, Ripple has expanded its leadership in stablecoin payments with the acquisition of Rail for $200 million. Those past 2 months are all. Next, we enter July. The Brazilian Real, BRL, and XRP are both included in the $700 million issue that VRT is registering on its blockchain-based platform for structured credit. Keep in mind that there is VRT Capital Number 1, which is linked to about $135 million if we return to XRP quickly. The 15th of July is also on the agenda. With the launch of CTRLALT, Ripple extends its worldwide custodial footprint into the Middle East and affects XRP as well. Here we have the 8th key combination, CTRLALT. Currently, they are linked to XRP to the tune of $6.2 million. Even though it's not much, it's better than nothing. Further, Ripple has chosen BNY to hold its USD reserves. The guy named Ricardo, the XRP ledger, allows Bitcoin to tokenize $200 million worth of regulated financial assets, increasing access worldwide. Ripple planned to start Blockchain Accelerator on July 3rd to promote innovation and cultivate talent. During the past 3 months, all of these announcements have taken place. Just so you know, looking back, 2025 was a banner year for Ripple and XRP. The announcement is truly the icing on the cake. The XRP ledger is about to undergo a tokenization storm, in my opinion. My heart is racing with anticipation. Leave a comment telling me what you all think. Your opinion would mean the world to me. If you liked the video, please subscribe, hit that like button, enable notifications so I can send you more free stuff, follow me on Twitter, and sign up for the free Discord server in the video's description. This has been Nick, and I thank you everybody for listening. Much obliged for your time. Have a nice day. The transcription was performed by TurboScribe.ai. Remove this message by subscribing to Unlimited.